Okay, for this video, I'm going to show you how to completely take it apart to oil it. I've already shown a video on how to oil it. I'll just make a video on how to take it apart. So with these, you gotta get these, well, obviously, unplug it, be a smart person, and unplug it. And then to get these cage clips off, usually there's like 5, but they become brittle over time and they can break. And the safe way to do it is what I'm going to show you. I just put a bread tie under here just because it's so annoying when the cage vibrates. So I put that there since I only had 3 on this fan. That one has 4. I actually had to borrow some from my fans, so that one only has zip ties because all those are broken because I didn't do the correct way. So I'll show you how to do it. It's a little hard to do it one-handed. What I do is I take a flathead screwdriver, a smaller one, and then I put it right here underneath there. You gotta get a small one, and then for some of these, this part's not on there, but these are on the older fans, and on the newer ones it's just cut off, or there's nothing there. So with these, sorry if it's blurry, but what you do is, it's really hard to do one-handed, so you get it in there, and then you just twist back and forth like this, and then it'll just pop off, and that's how I do it. Whoop. It's much easier if you just twist back and forth. Do it slowly. Do it on this one. It's very hard. But basically once you get the last one on there, or last one on there, this cage is gonna fall off. But sorry if it's really bad video. Just put it in there, twist back and forth like that, and then just slide off. Do it slowly. Make sure the cage doesn't hit the blades or you chip it or something, because those blades are not flexible plastic. I've learned the hard way when I was younger. I had one of these. Wasn't that smart. It wasn't one of these. It was a tat tongue, and the blade broke when I was playing with it. I put it on a screwdriver, messing around with it in the wind, and it spun off the screwdriver and it hit the ground, and I was pretty sad. Picked it all up, I was going to try to glue it together. Yeah, no way that was going to happen, especially when the blade spins super fast. So now what you do is you loosen it like it says, clockwise to loosen. Some of them are different, but it's a lot harder with not being able to do it when you're one-handed. But you don't have to put a lot of force on it. Just put your hand here and you take your other hand and you untwist it. It's easy. So I'll pause the video there. But you see that there's a pin there. You always have to line those up, and you don't want to put it on wrong, or you'll break these off, and then the fan will just spin on the shaft, because that's how the blade doesn't. Because there's no key. That's the key. So if you mess it up, then the blade's kind of trashed, and you have to get a new one of these. They don't make these anymore. So this blade's different because it's a weird one. Normally they're just the smooth blades, but this one has pointy tips on it. So I've heard that this one's not as common. It's pretty quiet. And then with this, I always forget which way to turn it. Let me pause the video and undo. Okay, so it is counterclockwise to undo it. Just pull this off, put it over there. Keep all your screws in a jar or something. And I find a lot of times when people would put these together when they first, when they would buy them when they were new, I'd find them like this. People just have it randomly like that and they put it on there. It's not smart because the cage or the handle is on wrong and this can spin, so you have to line it up with that tab on the bottom with the screw, and it's obviously it says up, but some people don't look at that. And I find that a lot with these. People don't put them together wrong, or don't put them together correctly when they first get them. Just take it off. It's really easy. Now we have 2 screws here. You undo those. You probably want to dust it off. You can use a vacuum, but I just use this brush. I've used it for all of my fans. I taped that around there so it wouldn't scratch up anything because it was metal. This video is pretty long just to take it apart, but I'm just giving you details on how to do it. It's pretty easy. Got them out. This pulls off, and you just clean that up. I cleaned this one already. It's a little dirty, but I don't care. Now with this, when you would oil them, because these types of fans, they have a rivet on the back gear, so you can't take it off, so you have to pull this out. It's like a little blocker to keep the dust out. When you put it back in, don't put it back in like all the way against the bearing, or it'll rub, and then it'll be annoying sound, or it'll be annoying noise. So pull that out and watch my other video. I'll put a link in the description, and then you'll oil it that way. Because some of them you can take them apart. This one you can't, because it has a rivet on the back gear, and I can't take it apart. It's just a mess. So I'm gonna do this one soon. But now what you do is to take this gear off. You can see I didn't know before, and I used pliers to hold it. That's a dumb idea. Some of them, they don't even have a screw there, so you have to like pull this up and pry. It's just annoying. Try not to break it off either. So with this one is a reverse thread, and you go clockwise with it, and you want to pull it up to disengage it. Yeah, this one's pulled up. And then you turn it. You also have to hold the base too, so this is kind of a two-handed thing. You put it in there clockwise to do it. I'll have to put this one in my lap and do it, so I'll unpause once I got it off. This one was a pain in the butt to get off. Be careful not to strip the gears. You pull it, disengage the oscillator so you don't strip the gears out. And I usually put a little oil on the threads, so when you put it back in there, you get it out easily. Don't over tighten it when you put it back in. This one was a pain in the butt to get off, but when I do it, I don't pull up on this part, because then I'll just catch there and it'll be annoying. So you just hold the head and have this in your lap, so that way it's really tricky, but it's clockwise to loosen it and counterclockwise to tighten it. So I'll pause that and undo this back right here. Got the back off. I'll clean that out, make sure that there's no dust in between those vents. This one's pretty dusty. And for me, I want to discharge the capacitor. By doing that, just connect the points there. Yeah, so it's connected. This one is different because they wired it a different way, but there's always two wires going to one terminal and one, but you have to make sure it's the right one. So it's pretty dusty, and yeah, you got it apart. Just that one does have the rivet, so basically just clean it off, dust it off, and watch my other video on how to oil it. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Basically do the opposite to put it back together, and my gears don't look stripped. Hopefully that's good. So I'll clean this up, and yeah.